Thanks for the support as a channel member, Owen Herterick. I mean, you can tell us the money situation is fine as much as you like, but I am a little bit alarmed that we don't even have the floodlights on behind me today. Hello and welcome to part 64 of Homegrown. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have a top-of-the-table-ish clash at home against Bristol City, and then we're away against Cardiff. Since you were last with me, form has been pretty good, apart from a 3-0 defeat away against Birmingham that I'd rather not talk about. But other than that, everything is going really rather nicely. We find ourselves fourth in the Championship, game in hand over the two teams above us, Fulham and Blackburn. The team we play now, though, in the evening kickoff is Bristol City, who are top of the table. We're 5 points behind them. If we can win this, we'll move up under 71 points ahead of Fulham and right in the title mix, because it will leave Bristol City on 73, Blackburn 72, us 71, and then Fulham 69. We're very much part of this top four, part of this automatic promotion push, but we do need a result in a very big game now. We are the home team. We are on the telly. It's now or never, boys and girls. If we're serious about being a Premier League side next season, these are the kind of games we need to be winning. And this is the team that we're going to send out there to try and do that winning. We're going with Williams in goal, a back four of Hall, Davies, Barr and Brewerton, Curry and Hodgkinson in midfield, Hamilton and Renan out wide, and then Cannon and Jessup up front. Everyone else has already played. The dugout is telling me I should be using a cautious mentality. I mean, I didn't use a cautious mentality away against Manchester United last season. The chances of me doing it at home against Bristol City are fairly slim. A Bristol City side managed by former football manager superstar John Dahl Thomason. I'm thinking Championship manager, I don't know, what would it have been? 01, 02? Was that the one when John Dahl Thomason was... It was before he went to Newcastle, way back when, and he was still out in whatever Scandinavian country he's from. He was a superstar signing for a little bit, but now he's my nemesis, so I don't care how happy he's made me in the past. For today, he's the enemy. And we started I was going to say we started brightly. We haven't really. It's Bristol City who've got the ball hovering around the edge of our area, which isn't really where we want to see them. They're in here, in fact, and Williams does manage to make the save, but it's actually been a bright start for City, and we need someone to get a foot in and get us into this game. It looks like a packed out home of football for us, which is very pleasant indeed. I think the only time we've done a full sellout recently was in the Manchester United Cup game, but we've intercepted the wayward pass there. Hamilton on the break. Jessup is now clear. If Jessup can tuck it away from a tight angle, we'll go 1-0 up. He can. What a finish from Tommy Jessup. It looked like he'd taken it too far and too wide, but he knew what he was doing and he backs his own quality finishing. Hamilton did really well to get this very quick counter-attack up and running. He made the interception. He got the break on, and Jessup... I don't think there's anyone else in our team who scores that goal. Jessup he has no right to score from there, but score from there he does to put us 1-0 up. And now you can see on that league table as it stands currently just how tight things will be at the top of the table after this with 10 games remaining. We've got to win this game. And if we do, I genuinely believe we could end up champions come the end of the season, and of course get the Premier League spot that goes along with that. Brewerton heads clear. Cannon turns, looks up. He's trying to find Jessup, doesn't find him, but Hodgkinson's won the ball back in midfield, and now Troy Cannon is running at the Bristol City defence, gives it to Hodgkinson, who slots it in beautifully for Jessup, and Jessup scores again. Hodgkinson very much involved, Cannon very much involved, but Tommy Jessup is up for this today. He has decided he's a Premier League footballer, and he's going to score the goals to prove it, because it's just an excellent finish again. I mean, massive credit to Hodgkinson. The first time toe poke pass through, perfectly weighted, and Jessup makes it 2-0. And now we've got the throw with Hall on this left-hand side. Hamilton with a flick on, Jessup's in again, and Tommy Jessup has a 17-minute hat-trick in arguably the biggest game of our season. Tommy Jessup has turned up and decided to do it all on his own. Less than 18 minutes played. It's home 3, Bristol City 0. We could not have asked for a better start to such an important game than the one we're getting in this one. And in fact, I'm now having a little look at the goal difference situation, because it's quite tight for goal difference as well at the top. And with everyone being so close together for points, that could end up being crucial. We are the worst off for goal difference of everyone who's in that title challenge. So we should go and score loads of goals, not concede them. Maybe I'm getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. We're playing against the top of the table team, and I'm playing a tactical 8-0 win. Meanwhile, Bristol City have decided to just get back into the match. Still only 22 minutes gone. It's 3-1 now. And Williams didn't really move for that. I would have expected Alex Williams to do a little better from that one. I'm not gonna start scapegoating the best young English goalkeeper in the country, but he should have done a little bit better there. And it's Bristol City again with another attack. It starts with a throw. They're lurking on this right-hand side, and that's an own goal. It's not an own goal. It's just a goal. But either way, half an hour gone. It's now 3-2, and this was supposed to be comfortable, and it's now anything but, because we've got to defend for an hour. We're not going to defend for an hour. We're going to go and try and score more goals. I mean, it is an own goal. It's an own goal from Joe Barr. But for some reason, it's not been put down as an own goal, which is a little bit of an odd one, because I think it was going wide before he touched it. Hodgkinson plays it back to Davies. We need to reassert ourselves on this game now. We are still in the lead, but nowhere near as comfortable as we were before. And it's Brewerton on the right, plays it back to Curry. Renan has charged into the penalty area. Hodgkinson now gives it to Renan, and Brewerton has got space for an overlap again, and players queuing up in the middle. Renan had got in there. Hamilton had got forward, and Hamilton intercepting the pass again. Cannon gives it back to Hamilton, who shoots and scores a 10th goal of the season for Micah Hamilton. 31 minutes gone. It's now 4-2 to home. I mean, you're getting good value watching this on the telly. This is a good advert for Championship football you're getting right here. Probably, arguably, the two best teams in the division. The league table might disagree. Blackburn might disagree a little bit. But we've put 4 goals past the top of the table side in the first half hour of this game. I think there's a strong argument that we're a team on the rise and we're doing pretty well this season. Half-time, 4-2. We'd have taken that before we started. I'm a little bit alarmed at how easily the goals went in at the other end. But as long as we can keep outscoring them, we'll be good. Unbelievably, neither team has even got a 1 for XG yet, and there's been 6 goals scored. So it's just one of those games where everything that is touched turns into a goal. I'm certainly not going to complain about it. 64 minutes on the clock now. I'm being recommended to take Renan off. Renan is tired. We have got Euron Hughes on the bench, which is the recommended substitution, actually. I'll probably, rather than talking about it, I should have just made it, because that is exactly the substitution I'm going to make. There you go. I think I've missed it again there. Just make the change. Don't make me click on the tactics button, which I'm going to click on in a second anyway. But I'd like to do it as multiple substitutions today to waste some time. I can't start time wasting with 25 minutes of the game left. City charging at us again. Harrison Davies gets the tackle in, but doesn't get all of it. It's that annoying FM21 thing again that we see all too often, where your defender makes what appears to be a good tackle, but the other player actually just comes away with the ball. So what was the point of the tackle? Does that go down as a tackle for Davies? Because the guy who was running with the ball came away with the ball. It's absolutely not a tackle. I bet it's recorded as one. Right, Hughes is going to come on for Renan. We've also got Hodgkinson and Hamilton, who are very tired. We're going to take all 3 of them off. We're going to bring on some of the youngsters. So we've got Akani coming on in midfield to play alongside Curry. We're then going to stick Jessup out onto that left wing. I know he scored a hat-trick today, but Connor Roberts or Troy Cannon can't play out wide. In this way, we can stick Cannon as the advance forward. Connor Roberts can then be the deep lying forward. And we'll go with that. 4-3, 21 minutes to go. 3 youngsters have all just come on. I mean, we're all youngsters, really, but 2 of them have come through our youth system, which makes it all the more fun. And it's now Hughes. Gives it to Nathan Curry. Back to Barr. Barr's got Brewerton on a big overlap again. They don't seem to be tracking Brewerton at all. And he's made the most of it there with a very good cross. I mean, it ends up back with Nathan Curry on the edge of the area. Curry should just give it back to Brewerton, and does. Brewerton just sort of dawdled with it a little bit and didn't end up getting the crossing. Curry's going to have a go at it himself, though. Brewerton now to Curry again. We do have a right winger in this team, believe it or not. We've finally given it to him. Cannon plays it into Hughes. There is that right winger we were talking about, who there'd been so much faff going out on this right-hand side. He'd just gone infield and forces the corner. It's going to be Jessup to take the corner. We're looking for a slam dunk corner here, but it is cleared. Didn't get anywhere near Harrison Davies, which is a little bit of a shame. And now on 82 minutes, we've got a throw inside our own half. Jessup picks it up, gives it back to Hall, and now Cannon to Akani. I don't really know who's at fault there, but the ball's been given away. Akani didn't seem to really be concentrating, but Nathan Curry with a fantastic saving tackle. And now Davis is playing it forward, looking for Troy Cannon. But it just bounces back off him again. And Bristol City, once again on the attack. They've got in behind Brewerton here. But Alex Williams this time does have it covered. And it remains 4-3. 5 minutes left in this game now. And Bristol City have a throw in a very advanced position. They're trying to get a cross in. They do, but the header goes just over the crossbar. We continue to hold on. Bristol City, looking at the stats, have marginally been the better team. I mean, the fairest result looking at those match stats would be a draw, but we're not in this for fair results. We're in this for beating the top of the table team like we just have. Home 4, Bristol City 3. The top of the table couldn't be much tighter than it is. And with 10 games to go, I think we have to accept we are very much in an automatic promotion hunt. We are in a title race. If we end up falling back into the playoffs from here, we've got to be pretty disappointed. Watch us now finish 8th. We're just going to crumble from here. I hope we don't crumble from here. Just the one change for the Cardiff game. Then Harrison Davies is suspended. So Shay Charles comes in for him at left back. We've also had to draft in a couple of youngsters, or they're not so young anymore, from the under-23s. Remember John Allen? Remember when we spent money on him a few years back and then loaned him out forever because he wasn't very good? He's back on the bench, number 59. And good old Connor O'Connor, another one who's been around forever. These are the kind of players we should probably bin off to help with the finances. But they're handy for situations like this because almost all of our under-23 squad is out on loan. As you can see, if it actually lets me scroll, loads of... We're worse than Chelsea for this. Van der Laan's still here. He's out on loan. Ridiculous that man is still at this football club. He's not played for us in about 7 years. But just the one change. We are away against Cardiff. I haven't actually looked where Cardiff are in the league. I know they're not in this little top 4 battle that we're part of, so hopefully they're much further down than that. You'll notice there as well that in the absence of Davies, Alex Williams is captain. He is now the club's vice-captain, having with Micah Beereth having lefted the club, who was the previous vice-captain. Alex Williams, I think he is 20 years old now. Yeah, Alex Williams, now 20 years old, is our vice-captain and is captaining the team today. It shows just how much faith we have in him. At 20 years old and as a goalkeeper, he's leading out a team that's got the likes of Shay Charles or Nathan Curry or Troy Cannon, who've been here forever, Hamilton, Jessup, players who've been here and been involved in the team much longer than Williams has. I mean, Curry, if Curry was here permanently, he'd probably be the vice-captain, but I don't really want to have a lone player as our captain or vice-captain, although Curry is officially one of the team leaders. So if we get promoted, we're definitely signing him and Hodgkinson permanently. That's the number one priority. Right, we do need a goal in this game because looking at that league table, it looks like there's not much in the way of goals in the games concerning the other teams around us. Now, it could just be that they're not playing yet because I haven't actually checked, but a goal would be very nice. And Tommy Jessup is in. He's certainly the man who gets us goals. And there's another example of it. Number 19 for the season for Tommy Jessup. Cardiff 0, Home 1. And that might just be enough to put us top of the league, albeit probably temporarily, depending on what's going on in those other matches. Hodgkinson, as ever, involved. Beautiful pass from Renan, and Jessup slots it underneath the goalkeeper. We are top, level on points with Bristol City. So what's going on in the other games? Bristol City drawing at home to Brentford, and then Blackburn, we can't see what they're doing yet because we're back into another highlight. And it's a goal kick for Cardiff, but Hamilton intercepts it. I'm saying that a lot this episode. Hamilton's on fire in midfield at the moment. Talking of on fire, Jessup was looking for his 5th of the episode, but chips it right into the hands of the waiting goalkeeper. I can't... Oh, where are Blackburn? I can't see Blackburn on there at all, so it might be that they've already played. I've now paused in an attempt to try and find out what Blackburn are up to. Oh, in fact, there you go. There's Blackburn losing away against Birmingham at the moment. So it is currently enough to put us up into 2nd place. Bristol City have now gone ahead against Brentford. But this, as things stand, would leave us in 2nd place with 9 games remaining, which is a very nice position to be in. Right. Substitution o'clock. Cannon's going to come off. Danny Pritchard. Big game, Danny. It's just the kind of opportunity, just the kind of situation where we want him in the team. Akani's going to come on in midfield as well, and I kind of want to take off Renan because I don't want to tire him out and break him. So Hughes can come on that right hand side. So Pritchard with another opportunity to cement his status as a club legend. And I'm so desperate for him to score at every level for us. He has scored in the Championship for us this year. He signed in that first season, so he's scored in every league we've played in. So is Harrison Davies, to be fair, but it's not as impressive with him because he's a defender. Pritchard's supposed to score. He's brought the ball down beautifully there. Hughes with a perfect pass to Jessup. That deserved a goal because Pritchard and Hughes in the lead up to that were fantastic. But here's an opportunity to aim for the head of Danny Pritchard from this corner. It's Curry to hit the in-swinger. Pritchard is lurking. It was aimed at Pritchard, but didn't quite get to him. And now Cardiff have got the opportunity for a counter-attack, but they've instead just smashed it into the stand above the dugout because they're so very afraid of us. It looked like they were aiming for my head more than anything. Hall is going to try and hurl this into the penalty area. We're not as good at the whole hurling into the penalty area thing anymore. And we should probably take that instruction off because against a better team, that could have cost us there. Luckily, didn't against them. But then, having said that, we get one from a much better position where we do want to be trying the long throws from. And once again, it's intercepted and potentially leaves us in trouble. But we've got control of it again in the midfield. It's Hall once again on the left-hand side. He's got Akani in space if he wants to use him. He does use him. Akani gives it back to Hall, who can now get a cross in or just push it back to Akani again. He does neither, loses the ball, and now there's a big hole behind him where Hall should be standing, but Joe Barr is filling that hole, and now Hamilton is on the overlap on this far side. Hamilton trying to squeeze a shot in here, but it just is too low, too weak, too straight at the goalkeeper. It looks like Bristol City are still 1-0 up over Brentford in the other game. So providing Blackburn did hold on to their losing position, we should be up to second place in the Championship, which would be beautiful. We are up to second place. So now things are really, really hotting up as we enter the business end of the season. 9 games remaining. We are very much in the mix. Do we play any of the teams around us? Because that'll be when we come back for the next episode. Not really. So we'll probably come back somewhere in and around here, depending on how the next 3 or 4 games go. I'll know how soon I need to come back. But we're looking good. If we don't get promoted from here, that means something has gone badly, badly wrong. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.